This is Celebrity Thursdays. Every Thursday, we present you with another celebrity. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Ryan Gosling. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting lesser-known facts about Canadian actor and producer Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling was born November 12, 1980 in Ontario, Canada. He started his career as a child actor who appeared on several television shows, including Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark? He moved to New Zealand at the age of 18 to film a TV program called Young Hercules. The following year, he decided to quit TV acting to solely pursue a film career. His first film role came in Remember the Titans in 2000, and his first leading role was in 2001 in Believer. Mainstream success came in 2004 with The Notebook, and Ryan has had an interesting and varied film career ever since. His movies include Half Nelson, Lars and the Real Girl, Blue Valentine, Crazy Stupid Love, Only God Forgives, The Nice Guys, and La La Land. And there's already Oscar speculation about his upcoming film, First Man, where he plays astronaut Neil Armstrong. Gosling has also acted as a producer for several of his films since 2010. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. We want to learn some more about Ryan because we're inspired by his success, ambition, creativity, and lifestyle. So, it's time now to take a look at this in-demand star with the 15 things you didn't know about Ryan Gosling. Number 1. He was suspended in elementary school for throwing knives at his classmates. Ryan was never a great student. He hated school and said that he didn't have any friends until he was about 14. He got suspended in the first grade for throwing steak knives at his classmates on the playground, an idea he got from a film called First Blood. He caused such trouble with his teachers that they kept passing him on to the next grade even though he hadn't learned to read and hadn't gained any other academic skills. His mother homeschooled him for a while to get him back on track. He later ended up dropping out of high school at the age of 17 to pursue his acting career. Number 2. He was the 14th highest paid actor worldwide in 2017. Although Mark Wahlberg claimed the top spot of highest paid actors in 2017 with $68 million in earnings, Ryan Gosling managed to make it to the number 14 spot on the list with $29 million, largely thanks to his La La Land earnings. He came in just behind Samuel L. Jackson and just ahead of his La La Land co-star Emma Stone, who was the highest earning actress worldwide in 2017. Number 3. He got his start on the Mickey Mouse Club. When he was 12 years old, Ryan went to an open casting call for the Mickey Mouse Club in Montreal, Canada. He was chosen out of 17,000 people for the show and given a 2-year contract. His mother moved with him to Orlando, Florida, where the show was filmed. Ryan largely kept to the background while future stars Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, and Britney Spears took more prominent roles, but he says those 2 years were the most fun of his life. Number 4. He and Rachel McAdams fought constantly on the set of The Notebook. The Notebook is thought by many to be one of the great romance movies of recent years, but behind the scenes, the two main love interests, Gosling and Rachel McAdams, could not stand each other and fought constantly. Ryan says they brought out the worst in each other and had screaming matches on set. Despite this, the film brought in over $115 million worldwide and launched Gosling's mainstream career. The director was actually shocked when he found out the two actors started dating the year after the film came out. He said there indeed must be a thin line between love and hate. Number 5. His net worth is $60 million. In 2006, Ryan was making $1,000 per week on the set of Half Nelson, where he played a cocaine-addicted high school teacher. The following year, he earned $1 million for his role in the film Fracture. He earned nearly $10 million in 2010 for producing and starring in Blue Valentine. He only made about $800,000 for his 2013 movie Only God Forgives, but then had a $7 million payday for his 2016 movie The Nice Guys. His current net worth is estimated at $60 million. Number 6. He gained 60 pounds for a movie role that never happened. Gosling was initially cast in the lead role of the 2009 film The Lovely Bones. He was hesitant to accept the role because he was supposed to be the father of a murdered teenager, and at only 26 years old, he thought he was too young to pull it off. The director, Peter Jackson, convinced him they would make him look older, so he gained 60 pounds and grew a beard to try and make it work. However, 2 days before filming was set to begin, the director, producer, and Ryan agreed it wasn't working. He walked away from the film and Mark Wahlberg took over the role. Ryan remembers how depressed he was at the time about being, quote, fat and unemployed. He didn't star in any films over the next 3 years, from 2007 to 2009. Number 7. He has dated at least 3 of his co-stars. The first co-star Ryan dated was Sandra Bullock, who appeared with him in the 2002 film Murder by Numbers. This was Ryan's first high-profile Hollywood relationship, and it was a bit of a controversial one because he was 21 at the time while Bullock was 38. That relationship lasted about a year. We already mentioned he dated his co-star from The Notebook, Rachel McAdams, and that lasted from 2005 to 2007. Then in 2013, he starred in The Place Beyond the Pines with Eva Mendes, who he began dating in 2011 during filming. They've now been together about 7 years and have 2 daughters together. Number 8. His movie Blue Valentine was originally given an NC-17 rating. In 2010, Gosling co-starred in Blue Valentine with Michelle Williams, and he was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actor for the second time. The film was unique in that it was largely improvised, and the actors prepared by actually moving in together and living based on their characters' incomes. The movie was originally given an NC-17 rating by the Motion Picture Association of America for controversial sex scenes. This would have severely limited the widespread release of the film. The Weinstein Company successfully appealed the decision, and the film was released under an R rating instead. Number 9. He started a band called Dead Man's Bones. In 2005, Ryan started a rock band with his friend Zach Shields called Dead Man's Bones. He met Zach while he was dating Rachel McAdams, and Zach was dating her sister. While making their first album, which was self-titled, they decided to play all of the instruments themselves, even the ones they had no experience with, and they did a maximum of 3 takes per song, leaving any remaining imperfections. True to his last name, Ryan performs under the name Baby Goose, and the band's debut album was released in 2009. One of their songs, entitled In the Room Where You Sleep, was featured on the soundtrack of the 2013 film The Conjuring. Number 10. He drives a Lexus RX 450h. Ryan isn't known for driving the flashiest of cars, but he does typically stick to a luxury vehicle that's not so harmful for the environment. He's most often seen driving a Lexus RX 450h hybrid SUV that retails for around $55,000. Although it features a self-charging motor, it still offers 308 horsepower along with a luxurious interior and top-level safety features. We talk much more about this luxury car brand in our video, 15 Things You Didn't Know About Lexus. Click in the upper right-hand corner to check it out. Number 11. Harrison Ford punched him in the face while filming Blade Runner 2049. In an interview, Gosling spoke about how Harrison Ford accidentally punched him in the face while they were filming a simulated fight scene for the 2017 film Blade Runner 2049. He said when the crew brought over ice for him to put on his face, Ford grabbed the ice for his hand instead. When asked about it, Harrison joked that Gosling had run into his fist and it hurt a little bit, but you didn't hear him complaining about it, did you? Number 12. He turned down the role of Beauty and the Beast for La La Land. The incredibly successful 2016 movie La La Land was originally supposed to star Emma Watson and Miles Teller instead of Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Emma Watson ended up dropping out of the film to star in the musical adaptation of Disney's movie Beauty and the Beast, and Emma Stone took her place. Ryan was offered the role of the Beast in the same movie, but he turned it down to star in La La Land after Miles Teller walked away from the film. And turns out it was a smart move, because the part won Ryan a Golden Globe for Best Actor. Number 13. His directorial debut, Lost River, was booed at the Cannes Film Festival. After a few critically panned movies, Ryan decided to take another break from acting in 2013, saying he had lost perspective about why he wanted to be an actor. He instead began working on a film called Lost River, which he wrote, produced, and directed. The movie first premiered at the 2014 Cannes Film Festival and was literally booed by many in the audience. It was widely criticized, and Warner Brothers hesitated to even release it on the big screen, but it did have a limited release in 2015 and grossed only $615,000. Number 14. He was cast in The Notebook, partly because the director thought he wasn't handsome. Most people would agree that Ryan Gosling is objectively good-looking, so it's pretty puzzling to find out the director of The Notebook cast him partially because he thought he wasn't handsome. Director Nick Cassavetes told Ryan he wanted him to play the role because he's not handsome or cool, just a regular guy who looks a little crazy. Originally, Steven Spielberg was interested in directing the movie, and he had Tom Cruise in mind for the lead character. Number 15. He was the first person born in the 1980s to get a Best Actor Oscar nomination. Ryan made more than just personal history when he got his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor for the role in Half Nelson back in 2006. At the age of 26, he was the youngest person to be nominated for Best Actor since John Travolta was nominated for Saturday Night Fever back in 1978 when he was 25. Gosling was the first person born in the 1980s to get an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. And there you have it, Aluxers, some interesting, lesser-known facts about Ryan Gosling. Now that you've learned some more about Ryan, we'd like to know, do you think he should attempt to direct again, or just stick to acting? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.